Greetings, multicasters. Thank you for taking the moment to join us today to talk about another tech tip. Today, I wanted to talk about part two of our Webex Admin control panel. And the two features that we're going to worry about today is branding, and then also going on and creating meeting types and how you can lock those down to be certain criteria for the way that you want your users to have meetings. So if you have certain needs to lock those meetings down to where you want to have a secure meeting with people that aren't inside your entity or your company, you can put security features in place to ensure that those meetings are happening the way that you want them to, and that you can try and secure the way that data is being broadcasted, or if the PC share is something you want to remove. So with that, let's go ahead and dive into our admin portal here. All right. And as we mentioned before, this is a little demo environment that I have. So there's a few features that I don't have that might be active in your environment. So, and I also can't do a lot of saving or editing, but I at least have to view features to be able to show this off to you. So to start off with, we're going to head back down to services. We're going to configure our meeting site. We want to click on the site that we have, click on configure site. And like I said, the first one we're going to talk about today will be branding. And branding is really powerful because if you want or have the feel that you're used to having either on your email thread or on your web page, you have that ability to make your WebEx meeting environment the same as you would with your actual day-to-day operations with your company. So we can change it to a custom logo. If you had one in here, it tells you kind of what the sizes are needed for that, either 900 pixels by 42 pixels. If you have a URL that has got the logo link on it directly, you can tie it in there. And then what we see down here on the bottom is the testing features when you start applying these changes. So since we're in the Kansas City area, we'll go with some red. We'll throw some black in there. A little too black, and then we'll throw in some yellow for any of those Chief fans to see if that doesn't make a difference. Let's do it over here, and so you can see what's happening based on the colors you're selecting on what the preview would look like. And if you know the numbers, you can just come in and type those in there. You can change the left navigation as well. So if there's certain colors you want, but all this is customizable. You would have a save button here on the side to save it, but this is a way to make your WebEx meeting feel like it's actually part of yours by using the branding. And we'll leave that part. We'll head back over to sites. We're going to configure, and like the other portion I wanted to mention was then session types. And what you'll see here inside session types are the type of meetings that your users can have. I don't have the ability to add another one in here, so we're just going to look at the three that we have available to us. We have a Pro, Pro 2, and Pro 1. We see that the default for all new users that are created is getting this Pro, but we also see that Pro 2 and Pro 1 are active, so people can select these if they want to use those in their meetings. Let's say we wanted to use Pro 1 as our very secure meeting. And so we'll come in, you can rename that to whatever you wanted, but for this one, we're not gonna do breakout. We're not doing any type of application sharing. We're not allowing application remote control. I don't want there to be a chat, no desktop sharing. And so you can come down here. I don't want there to be notes. I don't want participants to be able to see each other. You can disable a lot of almost anything that's in here. Remote computer sharing, remove that. Remove remote printing. So if there's something you just really wanted to lock down to have it to where the only thing you do is just have the video and be able to actually meet with somebody without any of the features, come in here, set those settings, and then, like I said, I don't have the ability to do any changes with my read privileges, but then you can hit save, and your environment would then have that secure meeting. You can come back into your session types here, and you can then decide that, you know what, both of these are default for new users depending on the group that they're in. And that was the two tech tips I wanted to talk about today. It was just the branding and then also the meeting types that we have. I believe the next session we'll go into of doing some reports and also doing bulk changes in case you already have users and you wanted to go through and change what they have available as their default. We can go through and I'll show how we do that next time. So thank you again for joining us today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day, multicasters.